Hey everybody, it's Missy McQuarrie with morethanjustovocalcoach.com. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Please hit like, and if there are any videos you'd like me to react to, leave it in the comments section below. This song was listed in the comments section several times. I reacted to some Tool. I've reacted to Danny Carey, who is just the best. I have reacted to an ancient video of Tool performing sober. And actually, I don't think I'm familiar with PushIt, but I am excited. This was requested several times, and Tool fans, my apologies. I am sorry it has taken me this long to come around to this. I don't know what's wrong with me because Tool is amazing. However, here we are. The video I have picked, I don't believe has any video feed, but it said HD. So I'm going for the aural experience here, and it is long, and I cannot wait to hear Maynard do his thing. Once again, I am a vocal instructor. You can find me at www.morethanjustovocalcoach.com. I have subscription videos, I have free videos, and I am available for online lessons daily there. Let's check this out because, man, Maynard is one of the greatest rock singers of all time. I can't wait.
We've been trying something a little different this tour.
When is this, 2014?
We've been looking at one of our songs from a different angle, under a different light, so we can hopefully kind of see it almost for the first time. We'd like to try that for you tonight. Is that okay? We're gonna need your help, though. We need your help and your permission. So we need you to find a comfortable space that's not only comfortable, but vulnerable. I want you to shut your eyes and go there, and we'll meet you on the other side.
Aww. So much drama, but I love it. He's good at that. Ah, his voice is beautiful, but my thought was, I am really curious where Danny Carey will drop in, what rhythm he will provide. I do love this when you have that very cyclical guitar riff and just seeing where the drums land. And I was educated in previous videos to find out that the tracks are put together and Maynard is the afterthought. So that is very fascinating to me. So the bed of music has already been provided, and then Maynard jumps in afterward. I am keeping that in mind from this point forward as I am listening. But I will say the first thought was, where are the drums going to fall into this? I'm curious. One of my favorite things about Maynard is he has so much more dynamic than people realize. I mean, he has plenty of edge. I've heard it in a lot of recordings, but just that light, gentle timbre right there. I mean, I'm sure he's going to give us more La da la da la da da da. It's just beautiful. Like if you were listening to him without the context of knowing Tool and knowing that they're a heavy band, and you were just hearing him sing like that, it would be like, oh, this is a lullaby, because his voice is that beautiful. Maybe not a lullaby. Interesting accents, Danny Carey. I know I'm a vocal instructor, but I also play. Interesting. Very clear and even there. Dry. It's not fair that I can't see this right now. But it's worth it for the HD. You know, you can hear that he is unassisted in his vocal, which is so refreshing. I am so tired of auto-tune. Just so tired of it. Be real. You can hear just the way his vibrato flutters, a little bit edging north, edging to the hashtag, edging a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit, little bit sharp, but it's real. That's the best part. So authentic. When you hear a singer's voice leaning a little bit sharp, meaning overpitched for those who are not familiar with the terminology, oftentimes as a vocal instructor, that is a sign of like lower ab tension. So normally I'll tell people to take a relaxing breath. I know that Maynard experiences a certain amount of anxiety with performing. So it's very common to house a lot of tension down there, anticipating. And generally speaking, when you hear that in a person's voice, you ask them to take a relaxing breath and things tend to settle down. We all know that Maynard does have wonderful intonation in general. So if you're a singer looking to sing like Maynard, just take that as you will. So I could be totally wrong. I could be off base. Man, and if you were at this show, you were one lucky person. But if you are familiar with this concert and you have any background on where Maynard was at in his career at that point with his anxiety with stage performance, understand that what I'm suggesting is, I would assume any little bit of wavering, a little bit over pitch, would be attributed to any potential anxiety that he experiences on stage. Now, I don't know because I can't see the visual. I'm curious if he's back by the drums or if at this stage he was standing up front and in character. So really curious about that. Would love to know. Anyway, let's keep going. say, as a nerd of vocal instruction, that you need to be right on the microphone for that to be heard really well. You get right on that microphone really hot. Whatever he's saying, sorry, I don't know. But you get right on the microphone so that can be heard well. And the folds up to this point have been sealing very, very nicely, very clear. His voice sounds wonderful. However, when you are whispering, your folds separate. An aspirant means the air is flowing through with the folds not actually touching. So for anybody wondering about various techniques, that is the technique that he moved into just then. Of his voice. Gonna also interject and say something that when he's whisper singing through push it, when you're whispering and the folds are not sealing, as opposed to when they come together for this heavier part where he's using more of his speaking voice. I like to say speaking voice more than chest voice or belting, only because I think people tend to want to strain their voices. When you think speaking voice, you think, oh, I can go up higher, but I don't have to push my voice. But speaking of which, actually, that heavier singing is safer than the whisper. It's not healthy to whisper and have the folds consistently separating. Now, he's hardly doing it. It's not like he's whispering this whole song. What I'm suggesting is that technique-wise, actually, since he has a full seal going on after that point, it's actually a healthier style of singing. He gets his edge. Ultimately, there's probably some fry in there. However, the false fold rub is coming in there, and just barely. It's barely being utilized. And singers can absolutely mess up their voices trying to throw rock edge in there. And the main thing is just keeping the walls of the throat relaxed as you do it. That's the challenge. So, and Maynard, as far as I've ever seen, has wonderful technique. But edge, I think there's a lot of misconceptions, and he is in perfectly fine health after all these years, last I knew, though I have not heard a more recent recording of him. I'd be curious to see. But he has so much dynamic range already so far from gentle and using some falsetto, using head voice, using chest voice, using a blend, using the aspirant, the whisper, just lots of dynamic. And, you know, Tool is just one of the greatest bands at understanding the importance of dynamic value. I feel like that is missing from a lot of music these days. It's just balls to the wall all the time in these recordings. And they absolutely understand dynamic and building it. I'm ruining this build. I'm going to shut up. Why can't I see this right now? I want to see it. Guitar tone, man. More nasal.
Push me somewhere I don't wanna be. Seeing someplace I don't wanna
is a genius. He just is. As soon as you feel committed to the design and the layout of the rhythm, he will go against it. Just not in spite. It's just always right. It's like it forces the listener to evolve with them. I mean, God, they're always raising the bar. All of them, really. When you listen to the little intricacies of all the parts, this is, you know, they are a band in the true sense of what a band should be. It should be a cohesion of various talents. I mean, they're so evenly distributed in their genius. It's, I mean, but Danny Carey, man. Holy smokes. What an ending. Wow. That was epic. My goodness. That was unbelievable. Oh, so much dynamic range in every musician in that band, but Maynard, you know, that high scream at the end, I mean, okay, like higher larynx for that, but he really uses a lot of different placements, and I love how there was plenty of notes that were droning out, and yet he'll throw some little riff in there out of nowhere. I'm sorry, I don't remember that riff. That was totally more Ofra Hassa than Maynard. But anyway, just an unbelievable performance. When I made that comment about the tension, you know, his voice really settled into that solid intonation that we all know and are familiar with. So quite possibly lost the edge after, geez, what a 13-minute performance. After a few minutes, settled down. And our emotions are tied directly to how we perform. So when you feel physical anxiety as a singer and you are performing, it can show up in your voice. It can show up in your vibrato or a lack thereof. It can show up by pushing you a little. Tendency is to lean sharp when we are tense. And when we don't have enough breath support, we tend to fall under pitch, which is never a problem. I mean, Maynard definitely has wonderful breath support. And this was just a beautiful, beautiful performance by the band. I don't remember the original recording. I'm sure I've heard it, but it makes me want to go back and listen to the original to see what kind of differences there are. And I just really appreciate this being in the comments. So thank you once again. If you are new to my channel, please like, please subscribe. And if there are any videos you'd like me to react to, leave it in the comments section below. If you have any good Tool performances that are newer, please leave it in the comments section below. I'd like to see where he's at in 2022. I will see y'all next video. Peace.